Hey there, I thought I'd take a break from work and do a little walk in the neighborhood and talk about product messaging, since that's something that I know a lot of companies struggle with. And I thought I'd spend a few minutes talking about what it means and then how you should be thinking about approaching it. And the first place I like to always start is to make sure it's understood what the difference between company messaging is and product messaging. Company talks about your why you exist, and then what benefits that brings to customers, while your product actually talks about how you do it. So let's break it down a little bit further and let's start to chart a way forward in terms of what product messaging means. First, I like to start with ownership. Who actually owns it? Oftentimes, lots of different teams think that they own it. Whether that's the engineering team, product team, marketing, or customer success, they try to make their claim and then ends up being too many owners. Sometimes it's not an owner at all. So it's important to make sure there is a single owner, and that typically should be product marketing, since they sit in between the product team and sales, and they're really responsible for taking those product capabilities and features and turning them into a story that sales can sell, and more importantly, customers can understand. A good product marketing team will obsess over messaging daily, collaborate with other departments, and transform scattered ideas into a harmonious message. And next, as I stated earlier, product messaging needs to focus on outcomes over features. Far too often, the emphasis in product messaging is placed squarely on features and functions. While these components are essential, they don't paint the full picture. Our goal should be to pivot the conversation towards the true outcomes our products promise. Put yourself in the shoes of customers, for example. What are they really interested in? Is it the result? It's the results, transformation, and how the product enriches their life or work. We then speak their language, stripping away the technical jargon and illustrating a narrative where outcomes become the centerpiece. This not only elevates an understanding, but creates a resonating impact to the customer. For example, instead of saying, our software has real-time analytics dashboard, say, our dashboard helps you make informed decisions quickly and efficiently, and makes it much easier for customers to understand. Next, it's important to document your messaging in a messaging framework. Without a structured approach, messaging can become inconsistent and scattered. Creating a framework involves documenting the key elements like product names, capabilities, and benefits. This framework should be a reference point for everyone in the company, ensuring that all communications are aligned. This document should be a living and breathing framework that evolves as the company and the market evolve. Another common question that I get is how to measure the effectiveness of product messaging. I like to keep it simple and test it. In other words, I work with the sales team and customer success in some cases, if they're responsible for upsell, cross-sell, to hear firsthand from them what is resonating and what is not through their pitches to customers and prospects. I also like to test the messaging through campaigns, through A/B tests on email, LinkedIn, and other digital channels where we can target the messaging to our ICP. That often reveals a lot of insights and allows us to tweak things out. I'll also test it with analysts, since they like to be engaged and also have a good view of the market, and also test it with customers too, directly, without sales necessarily being there to get feedback. This testing period often reveals great insights and allows us to refine out the message even further. Another important consideration is operationalizing product messaging. Communication and enablement is key. One of the things I always do when new product messaging is created is to schedule a launch of that messaging, where we update all materials, pitch decks, collateral, website, and do on-hands training with the sales, customer success, and others in the organization to give them the opportunity to practice it. I'll create recordings of me, or better yet, somebody from sales delivering the pitch, so they can then reference that and then work with the sales enablement team to schedule practice runs for sales to practice themselves in scenarios. Often these are realistic scenarios that they sell to, so they get some real reps under their belt. It doesn't end there, though. I like to conduct continuous engagement and reinforcement, regular training sessions, collaborative workshops, and open channels for feedback help to reinforce the messaging and maintain alignment as well. Crafting clear and impactful product messaging is a multifaceted challenge, but the right approach, it's entirely achievable. So make sure there's good ownership, focus on the outcomes, develop a solid framework, message and test in the marketplace, and then launch the messaging with enablement of the whole organization punctuated with continuous engagement to align your messages. Take these steps, ask the right questions, and watch your product messaging transform into a powerful tool for success and growth of your entire organization.